Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale, and on this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I am in Italy with my Nonna, and we are making something really special today. We are making her fish in crazy water that we are serving fresh style. That sounds a little bit odd and crazy, but if you have watched my shrimp in crazy water video, then you'll understand why this is just a little bit different. It's still going to be absolutely delicious nonetheless. It's easy to put together, and it's divine. It really is absolutely delicious. You're going to start off with some poaching liquid, and for the poaching liquid, we just have a skillet here with high sides filled with water. We've got some cherry tomatoes here that are left whole, a couple slices of lemon. These are some dried bay leaves. And then I've got some fish here, some white fish. You could use haddock, you could use halibut, you could use any sort of sturdy white fish. I wouldn't use anything like a tilapia for this. You just want something that's really nice and sturdy to hold up to the poaching. You'll need some fresh parsley, some garlic. These are actually the top of the garlic. See, this is fresh garlic bulbs, and she chopped off the very top. Hot pepper, this is dried chili, salt, and extra virgin olive oil. And then to serve, we've got some beautiful fresh lettuce and some fresh lemons, and we'll dress the whole thing off together at the last minute. But for now, we're going to go into the poaching liquid. Now, she uses a couple of dried bay leaves. She just dries them herself in any fish poaching liquid because she feels like it kills off any strong flavor or smell, I suppose, in your kitchen. So, un peperoncino ci va qua dentro, ma non tutto, perché questo un pezzettino. Now, you can use as much pepper as you want, but this is very, very, very spicy, so we are just going to use a little bit at the very tip. We're going to add that in here because that's what makes it crazy. It's nice and spicy. Now to this, un pizzico di sale ci vuole. You need a little bit of salt. You never want to have any poaching liquid without salt because then it'll just end up tasting like dirty dishwater. I like to add a drizzle of oil. Non filo l'olio si mette, pure sì, lo metto io. Non fila. Così il pesce, no? Si saporisce. You want the flavor to be very, 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 very good. So, I am going to bring this to a simmer. Once it comes up to a simmer, I'm going to put my fish in and let it simmer for about 15 minutes until it's fully cooked through. I will show you what it looks like when it's done. I'm just going to move back to the stove, turn it on, and get the fish going. My fish came up to a boil and I let it cook for about 15 minutes or until it was opaque and cooked all the way through. I took it out and then just kind of pulled it apart and cut it out with my knife to bite-sized pieces. You want to discard any bones or any skin or anything like that. And I have also retrieved my tomatoes as well because I personally would have thought to use fresh tomatoes, but for her, what makes this what it is being able to use the tomatoes that are now infused with the lemon and the hot pepper and the bay and all that. So now I have got some lemon, I've got some lettuce leaves. I'm going to take my tomatoes that have now plumped up and are really juicy and flavorful. And I'm just going to arrange these around. I don't know, può usare una lattuga, potresti usare un pochino di rucola, lattuga differente, potresti usare?
Sì, 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 sì.
Puoi usare quello che vuoi tu. E se non trovo sto pesce.
Sta miscata.
No, sì.
Insalata miscata.
E se non trovo.
Sì,
Sì, sì, sì. E se non trovi, I'm just asking her if you could use a little bit of arugula. She said yes. I also asked her. I'm also asking her if I could use. Potresti usare i gambaretti. Pesce, tutti i pesci differenti, no?
Sì, sì, sì.
You could use shrimp, but you could use a little bit of calamari. You could use any sort of sturdy fish. Sì, sì. Stessa cosa. And now, I don't like to chop my parsley too fine for these kind of things because I want this to be almost like an ingredient, almost like a lettuce leaf. I don't want to have this as a decoration. I want this to have part of the flavor. So I'm going to add a little bit of that. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of my garlic fronds. So the top of the bulb of garlic, nice and green. She likes to use that instead of using fresh garlic. For whenever you use raw garlic to dress something, she likes to use the little tops because they're a little bit more mild. So, and I quite like that, to be honest. That looks good. And I'm going to just sprinkle a little bit of salt. And then un po' di limone ci vuole però, eh? And a little bit of lemon. Kind of squeeze it over top. You can squeeze this when people arrive and you plate this. It's completely up to you. But that to me is gorgeous, and I'm going to just try a little tiny bit of it. Mm-hmm. There are some spines in there, some bones. But that is absolutely divine. We are gonna go have dinner, well actually lunch. Go to laurainthekitchen.com for the written recipe. If you do recreate this, make sure you share a picture with me. See where I get my salt addiction from? Make sure you share a picture with me on social media. I hope you enjoy spending time with us. Salud, ano? See ya!